Welcome to day 2 of your evening yoga flow series. We're going to start in seated for this evening's class, so just coming into any comfortable seated position. Take a little wiggle, get yourself settled. You can be in cross-legged, maybe you have one leg extended, just whatever feels best for you. And we're going to take a moment to arrive into our practice. So coming into that comfortable seat, closing down the eyes or softening the gaze. And just connecting with the breath. Notice where it's flowing to. Notice what's going on within your body. Perhaps just taking this time to check in with yourself. Couple more rounds of breath here. And then when you're ready, making your way onto all fours. Coming into this position towards the back of the mat, so you've got some space to move forwards in a moment. And now we want to have our wrists underneath our shoulders, our hips over the top of our knees, nice flat back, head in line with the spine, fingers spread wide, push the earth away. Engage the core, draw the belly button in towards the spine. And then as we inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, raise the gaze. Exhale, round through the back, push the earth away. Tuck the tailbone under and drop the head. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round. Moving through cats and cows here. Flow with your breath. Move at your own pace. Keep flowing with the breath. And then from your cats and cows, just move into anything that feels good. So with that, I mean you could circle your hips. Just listen to what your body's calling for, what movement feels best for you right now. It might be that you want to stay with those cats and cows, and that's perfectly okay. But if you can, just listen to your body and allow yourself to move freely for a moment. Maybe all you want to do is sink it back into child's pose, allow the back to open. Maybe you want to rock the weight forwards and back. But just noticing what feels best for you. Maybe you want to circle the head as you go. Don't worry what it looks like and just notice how it feels. You may get a few clicks, cracks and pops. Don't worry. There goes my knee. Keep breathing here. Maybe you want to start sighing the breath away, release it through the mouth. Stirring that energy through the body, moving anything that's perhaps become stuck or stagnant. Moment more here with this free movement. And when you're ready, coming into stillness, coming back to that tabletop. May take you a moment to slow that movement and come down. And then sink the hips back into child's pose. Take any variation that feels good, whether this is traditional or wide-legged. And just take a moment to notice what's going on in the body. Maybe there's a fizzing sensation. Maybe you feel more awake now. Just notice what that's done for you. And with your next inhale, coming back up to tabletop. Adjusting the knees so that they're underneath the hips once more, and then begin walking the hands away. We're coming down into melting heart or puppy pose here. Forehead kisses the mat. Arms are reaching away. If this feels at all uncomfortable in your shoulders, you can bring the hands back towards the head. Lift that tailbone, opening the chest towards the thighs. Breathing nice and deeply, 5 rounds of breath here. Final round of breath. Inhale, draw the weight forward. We're coming forward into a sphinx. So we're looking to be resting on our forearms, lifting and opening through the chest, perhaps engaging through the glutes, pushing the pelvis down into the mat. We don't want to be lifting the head too high here. We want to be looking directly in front of us. And then with your exhale, turn and look down your right hand side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Twice more to each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Final round, moving with your breath. Coming back to center for 3 rounds of breath. Drawing those forearms back towards you, lifting that chest a little bit more. And then pushing up through the arms, sending yourself back into a child's pose. We want to be wide-legged with our arms out in front here. Reaching out through those fingertips, big toes are touching, hips are sinking back. And then coming onto the fingertips, stretching those arms as far away as is comfortable. And we're going to walk those arms over to the right hand side. So coming into a side stretch here, opening through the left hand side of the body. Gazes down towards the ground. 3 rounds of breath here. Inhale, come back to center. Reach out through the fingertips. Exhale, walk it over to the left hand side. Stretching out through the right hand side of the body this time. 3 rounds of breath. Inhale back to center. We're coming up high on the left fingertips, so fingertips to the mat. We're going to inhale that right arm up and then thread it underneath, coming into a thread the needle variation. So you may choose to have your left arm towards the top of the mat, or you may want to wrap it around the back in a bind. Breathing deeply here, 3 rounds of breath. And then that top arm comes back down to the mat. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. Exhale, land it down. Right fingertips Inhale, left arm goes up. And exhale, thread it under. Breathing nice and deeply here for 3 rounds of breath. Exhale, release that arm if you've taken the bind. And then inhale, sweep that left arm up. Exhale, drop it down. Forehead kisses the mat once again. Take a round of breath. And then inhale, coming up to a comfortable seat. So choosing again the position that's most comfortable for you here as we take a breathing exercise. Tonight we're going to be taking box breathing or Samavriti, so this is equal breathing. So we're looking to breathe into the count of 4, hold our breath to the count of 4, exhale, count of 4, hold, count of 4. So you'll inhale, hold, exhale, hold, creating that square or box with the breath as we go. So I'll cue you for your first several rounds, and then I'll warn you when it's your last round with me, and you'll take 3 rounds on your own. So coming into any comfortable seated position, but just making sure you can sit up nice and tall, be quite open through the chest, and then bring your hands to rest where it's comfortable. Perhaps you want to close down the eyes. And exhaling where you are. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Final round with me. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Keep that going for 3 rounds at your own pace. And when you finish that final round, releasing the breath, let it return to its natural rhythm and just observing again. Does that natural pause still occur? Where does the breath travel to? If your eyes are closed, gently blinking them open. Taking a deep breath here. And then we're coming into a few hip stretches. So the first one we're looking for is to have our left leg in front of our right. So this can be any variation. You can just have your legs out in front with your left leg on top if crossing your legs feels uncomfortable. You can cross your legs with your left leg in front, or you could come into double pigeon. So we're flexing through the feet and bringing left leg on top of right. You can also grab a pillow, a block, or anything you need to support this knee. So if you've got a bit of gapping here, you can just pop something in, maybe a rolled up blanket, just to give a bit of support. And now choosing your comfortable variation. Sitting up nice and tall. Breathing here. Maybe take a rock from side to side. Feel into that stretch. And then with our exhale, we're folding forward. If you want to, if you've got a block or something, you can get something to rest your forehead on here. But just allowing your upper body to hang heavy over your legs. Three more rounds of breath here. And then inhale, coming back up. We're going to take a twist round to the right, so our left foot is here, and you've got a few options. You can take palm to hand or knee, or just over and drop that right hand behind, or you can bring that left elbow down to that left foot. You can ball this fist and place your right one on top, opening through your chest, pushing those hands together, or you can bring them into prayer pose again. Press those palms together equally, and then open through the chest. Wrap your vision round up behind you. Breathing here. Inhale, coming back through center. Take the feet out in front and just rock from side to side in windscreen wipers. And perhaps you want to incorporate in a bit of a twist as you come through. So sending the body around. Once more to each side. And then we're coming in on the opposite side. So this time our right leg is going to be on top. So whether that's out in front with ankles crossed, cross-legged, or that double pigeon. So coming into your comfortable seat, or your comfortable variation, should I say. Sitting up nice and tall. And then we're exhaling down into that fold. Again, if you've got something to rest your forehead on, you can make the use of that now. Taking 6 rounds of breath here. Final round of breath. Inhale, coming back up. And we're coming into that twist. So again, option to use your hand or your elbow. Finding the variation with your hands and then wrapping your vision behind you. 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, back to center, release the hands, sending the feet out in front and taking those windscreen wipers. Again, you've got the option to twist if that feels good. Once more to each side. Coming back to center and then carefully making your way all the way down onto your back. Knees hug into the chest. Allow yourself just to arrive here. Take a rock from side to side. And then we're going to come into happy baby. So we're sending the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, opening the legs out, bending in the knees. And then you'll draw your arms up through center and take hold of wherever feels good on your legs. So that may be towards lower down towards your knees, that may be your ankles, or perhaps taking hold of the soles of the feet. Looking up towards the ceiling and just taking a gentle rock from side to side. Breathing nice and deeply. This can be quite intense through the hips. One more round of breath here. And then gently releasing the legs, coming into a comfortable position for our Shavasana. So legs extended or legs bent. Resting your hands where feels most comfortable for you. Closing down the eyes and finding the rhythm of the breath. Allow your body to be still and settled here. Each exhale is a release, sense of letting go. Ending our practice here, choosing to stay here for as long as you need to. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow for our next part.